Kurisu stares holes into a monitor. Her angry expression has disappeared. Look carefully and burn it into your eyes for proof of CERN's actions is to see to the world. Oh yeah, baby. I'm the LHC project supervisor. The supervisor has a pretty important post. Right now we're peeking inside his computer. Z program, Z program? Z obviously stands for Zelly. And J starts with J. J-E-L-L-Y. Careless mistake, so uncool. What I meant to say is there's no way it would have such a simple name. The name is hiding something important. There has to be a double meaning. Well, thinking about it, jelly and jellified bananas. Daru, who's been searching for a log, suddenly stops. Got it. He displays a graphic on the monitor. Looks like a scan of a very old paper document. The letterhead reads, Z program top secret. The program began in 1973. When was CERN formed? 1954. I asked Daru, but Kurisu answered instead. Her tone flat. I thought that maybe CERN was formed with a Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was off. When was the 5100 put on the market? 1975. So maybe that's why the IBM 5100 was central to CERN's operations. The years match after all. No, that's wrong. It can't be something as stupid as simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved. Maybe the IBM 5100. They hid their proprietary programming language in the IBM 5100 for the sole purpose of using it in CERN's Z program. IBM and CERN are co-conspirators, and both of them are being manipulated from his shadows by an even larger organisation. Yeah, that's way more interesting. Oh, JPEG? Come on, I can't copy-paste this. Darren mutters at some complaint. The text isn't in French. What's on screen now looks like it's English. Actually, there's French, Dutch, German versions too. Content looks the same though. CERN's purpose heading into the 21st century should be to establish control over space and time, thereby to enable the destruction of the extant history and the creation of an everlasting utopia. Ruled by a committee that encompasses the entire past and future events. Kurisu suddenly starts speaking in a titled clip. Oh right, Mecca says she can do English. Way to go, assistant. You're sturdy and abroad in America was right to a statement today, wasn't it? Of course not. Stop assigning people roles in your fantasy world. Daru relinquishes his chair, allowing Kurisu to sit in front of a computer. In order to maintain this project's secrecy and to allow its name to remain relevant in changing circumstances, we designate it the Z program. Z, like the Greek Omega or the Cyrillic Ya. It is forbidden to assign any meaning to its name or to seek its significance beyond the project itself. Negative returns are predicted should this edict be violated. The Z program is a top-secret project spanning international borders. Like electromagnetic wave research, it has been approved for top priority funding by the Committee of 300. Henceforth, all of research performed by CERN shall function to keep the Z program's existence secret. I guess Chris is reading the preface to the document. It's getting rather dull. Is there anything specific as to what the Z program is? Gary taps on a keyboard from the side, bringing up another window. Huh? Ah, here. This can't be. Chris bends forward and stares wide-eyed at the words on the screen. Tell us! No. Tell us, Chris. Z プログラムでは高エネルギーの陽子衝突を用いた時空間転移実験を行う。The purpose of the Z program is to perform time-space displacement experiments by means of high-energy proton-proton collisions. Time-space displacement experiments. In other words... Time travel? I have to struggle to keep from shouting. I quickly run over to a window and close it. It might make it hotter inside, but it'd be worse if people outside overheard us. No way. It was true. You're telling me they've been deceiving the world for nearly 40 years? Just as I suspected. A great shadow unit lurks behind CERN, most likely the organization, or one of its puppets. What organization, you Chunibyo? At least try to be serious about some sort of time. Don't be ridiculous. My words are always grounded in truth. Anyway, shouldn't it be the committee instead of the organisation? That's what it says here. The Committee of 300. I don't think that means CERN's Executive Council. What are I talking about? Let's check with tips what it says about the Committee of 300. The Unseen Masters, a secret organisation, moving to manipulate the world behind the scenes. Some believe that many secret societies are spoken by conspiracy theories as all merely puppets of a Committee of 300. The ultimate goal is to establish one world government. With the exception of the elites, the world's population will be reduced to 1 billion. The remaining 1 billion will be enslaved. The world is full of lies. It is not as beautiful as you think. Listen, Okorin. I am listening. The Committee of 300 is a dark power that controls every secret society, every government, and every multinational corporation. You're making things up again. It's a truth. Google it if you don't believe me. Until now, the human race, for all of its accomplishments, has never been able to overcome a barrier called time. The technology of time travel, which can break through that barrier, will literally change the course of human history. Literally. As it was when we split the atom, this forbidden fruit has the potential to grant us godlike power. Not a man exists who can resist this temptation. And naturally, all those with power will use any means at their disposal to obtain it. Human morality is naught but a joke to those who would stand by the gods. Understand, Christina? Wow, that was quite a speech. Since you seem to know so much about it, does that mean you're aiming for godhood too? What Hoenn Kyoma desires is the destruction of all who would call themselves gods, the collapse of their hateful system, and a glorious new age of chaos. I'm not asking Hoenn, I'm asking Okabe. I am Hoenn. In other words, You don't have a reason. Damn you, assistant. How dare you attack my very identity? Forget about him, Makishi. Please keep reading. Daru, what do you mean forget about me? I'm tired of listening to conspiracy theories. I'm more interested in the Z program than in your delusions. To be fair, so am I, actually. Daru does have a point. Our top priority is now to expose the dark side of an international research organisation known as CERN. Continue, assistant. They show respect when you're asking a favour. Though hovering out complaints, Kurisu obediently goes back to translating. Stage 1. Construction and implementation of a Large Hadron Collider. Over a past half-century, beginning with a proton synchrotron completed in 1959, particle accelerator technologies have reached a point where standardized results may be obtained. Stage 2. Implementation and testing of lifter technology. The formation of more than 2 artificial localized singularities, as well as the formation of curved black holes, will become possible when the stage is complete. In order to hide a program's true goal, it's necessary to intentionally leak misinformation regarding the formation of black holes. Stage 3. Animal experimentation. Stage 4. Kurisu stops talking. She takes a deep breath and finally mutters angrily. Human experimentation. For real? A chill runs up my spine. I admit it. Some part of me still saw this as a game. I was elated to discover that an institution as suspected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves had succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. And wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Kurisu, the world is full of lies. Morals are meaningless. Was it really okay for us to get involved in this? Hey, Okarin, remember when we hacked it in before? I'm pretty sure that email we read said this.
Human is dead mismatch.
Result error. Human is dead. Mismatch. For details, see the Jellyman's report. Oh, that's taken on a completely different meaning now. Error. Human is dead. Which means an experiment ended in a bad result. The human test subject died. See Jellyman's report. It's not a person called Jellyman. The human which was teleported back in time was jellified. It can only mean that. Someone died? Could that have something to do with human experimentation? My throat goes dry. Cold sweat seeps from my brow. It's not because of the heat. Kurisu and Daru are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself. Is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back? True. But can I live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy? Daru. Look up at Jellyman's report. Really? Really? But first, Christina. You should leave. Why are you suddenly... The Jellyman's report. It is going to be a bad feeling once we see it. We can no longer return to our normal lives. You're a genius. You're already published for crying out loud. There's no need to throw away your promising future. Are you worried about me? Of course I am. You are my assistant after all. I keep telling you I'm not your assistant. Thanks for your concern, but I'm not leaving. We need to expose the truth to this world. No, it's too dangerous. You're chickening out. We're powerless against this conspiracy. One wrong move and they have us erased. But still. This isn't a game, I'm not joking here. Fine. I won't tell anyone. Though her expression shows she still doesn't agree, she finally submits. But I'm not leaving. It'll keep me awake at night. You won't regret this? I won't. She declares firmly. I don't know if it's her competitive spirit or it's her bravery. Or if she's just ignorant to the ways of the world. But it doesn't look like it persuade her to back down. What about you, Daru? Prepared? Well, I am a super hacker. It's comfortable even in this situation. With my skills, they'll never know we prepare. That settles it. It's good that Miyui's not here. I can't get her involved. I look Daru and Chris in the eye. Alright, let's begin. Krisu gives a seat to Daru. Henceforth, that should be known as Operation Legion's Chest. What the heck is that? In Norse mythology, the gigantic chest protected by 9 locks, it contains a cursed sword, Levantine. Interesting. Why Norse mythology? Is that Norse mythology? Because it's cool, I guess. Anyway, what is it with men in military terms? Daru, begin the operation. He soon finds a Jellyman's report. It requires a second password and authentication, which Daru broke through easily. Ready? I am opening it. And you better make your way into the next episode. Bye bye.